Welcome to Swing Trade Pro 2.0, the 5-step swing trading blueprint. I am Frank Ochoa, president and founder of Pivot Boss and author of the book Secrets of a Pivot Boss. And I am very excited to bring to you Swing Trade Pro 2.0. This training is the follow-up to the very popular original course Swing Trade Pro, which is the most popular swing trading course that I've ever developed. This Swing Trade Pro 2.0 content takes the original content and pushes it forward by an order of magnitude. The content in this 5-step blueprint is phenomenal, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the intro to Swing Trade Pro 2.0. Swing Trade Pro 2.0, the 5-step swing trading blueprint, is a powerful 5-step course that is designed to teach you how to execute high probability swing trades in the markets you wish to engage. Swing Trade Pro 2.0 offers a universal approach to engaging any market and any time frame as a participant, whether you trade stocks, ETFs, futures, forex, or cryptocurrencies, or whether you're trading daily bars, hourly bars, or intraday. Additionally, this training is also platform agnostic, which means we are delivering a blueprint that can be traded with the platform you're currently using. No need for any fancy platforms, no need for any fancy indicators or tools. This is a 5-step blueprint that gives you everything you need from a universal standpoint to engage the market with the tools you currently have at your disposal. Now, I wanted to start off with a quote here by Mark Douglas from the book Trading in the Zone. This is by far a very powerful book that can change your trading life in the first 15 to 20 pages. The quote reads, "Those traders who have confidence in their own trades, who trust themselves to do what needs to be done without hesitation, are the ones who become successful. They no longer fear the erratic behavior of the market. They learn to focus on the information that helps them spot opportunities to make a profit, rather than focusing on the information that reinforces their fears." This is the essence of what Swing Trade Pro 2.0 is. Basically, I am giving you what you need to know in order to trust yourself to make the right decisions in the market. I'm helping you learn how to focus on spotting the right opportunities in the market so that when you see these opportunities, you can deploy your strategy and have no fear that the market is going to take your money. Whether the trade wins or loses, you know that you have played to the best odds and that you have leveraged yourself according to the rules set forth here in the 5-step swing trading blueprint. So this is the essence of what I want you to have at the back of your mind. No longer fearing the market and its movement. Instead, learning to focus on what is a great opportunity and learning to execute your bias with regards to that opportunity. And that's what this course is all about. Let's take a look at the 5 steps in the swing trading blueprint. The 5-step swing trading blueprint includes risk management, trade sequences, strategy toolkit, execution, and documentation. Number 1, let's cover risk management. You will learn how to assess your risk tolerance, how to calculate core equity, trade allocation, and max portfolio risk for various account sizes. You will also learn how and when to adjust your level of risk exposure and how to use the risk management matrix. So before you trigger an entry into the market, you have to know what you're willing to risk first. So that's why it is the first step in our 5-step swing trading blueprint. Risk management, you have to know how much you're willing to risk. How much are you going to risk on that trade? How much are you going to risk as a percentage of overall portfolio? How much are you going to risk in addition to the risk that you already have on the line with other positions? All of these various factors you must know ahead of time so that when you are ready to execute an opportunity, it is instantaneous and you know what you are going to allocate. This risk management matrix is very exciting because this is the matrix that I use daily right next to my trading machines, and I use it daily as a companion to help me identify what my trade allocations are. What can I trade from an aggressive standpoint or a conservative standpoint or maybe something more in the middle? What can I risk in terms of additional risk exposure compared to what I'm already risking as a percentage of overall account? And so all of those questions are basically answered. You put the data in a couple of cells and boom, everything instantaneously tells you what you can do based off of your personal risk management and the size of your account. So risk management is the first step. Before you can take a trade, you got to be able to know exactly what you're going to risk and all the other metrics as a function of your overall portfolio size. Now, number 2 is trade sequences. Trade sequences are very, very exciting because this is where you find trading opportunities. So now you know what you want to risk. Now, what do you want to trade? And trade sequences, this section you'll learn how to identify and trade 5 day type blueprints and 4 trade sequences. The blueprints and sequences help you recognize important days in the market, so you will know how to engage them, including identifying each absorption zone, multiple entry points, and failure points. So these day type blueprints, the 5 that we're going to study, are the 5 most recurring, most significant days in the market. These are days that identify major rejections in the market, or perhaps are days where it allows market participants to come to the market to build positions ahead of the next move. These are day types that you have to know in the market, and when they occur, you have to know how to engage them. And so that's what we're going to study as blueprints, understanding these day types, knowing where all the entry points are, all the failure points, and how to engage them is very, very important. Additionally, when you string together many days in a row, you can create what I call trade sequences. So there are various trade sequences that can recur in the market, and these trade sequences, basically traders will build positions within these ranges ahead of the next move. And that's what we're going to learn, is learning to identify these sequences, learning to identify where to position ourselves in these sequences, how to build positions in these sequences, so that when the move eventually comes in our favor, we usually have a position already built and are profiting from that move. So trade sequences are very, very important. And once you identify the trading opportunity that you want to take, the next step is Strategy Toolkit. In the Strategy Toolkit, you will learn about the various options strategies in our Strategy Toolkit and how to choose the right strategy for the trading opportunity presenting itself. The Strategy Toolkit is designed to allow you to choose trading strategies that are categorized by their relative risk profiles, thus allowing you to pick the type of risk that you're willing to take relative to the probability of profit for the opportunity you're considering trading. With the Strategy Toolkit, I want to make this very clear. This is about trading the options, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to trade options with the entire approach. With the execution that we're going to learn in step 4, you can basically enter any market you want without having to trade the options. The Strategy Toolkit is simply here to give you a more diversified approach to engaging the market, because they provide so many more strategies for engaging the market. And I'll mention one more thing with regards to the Strategy Toolkit. I am not teaching what is a put and what is a call. I am basically saying here that you understand options basics, what is a put, what is a call, those types of things. And from there, I am providing option strategies, the most basic and most important that you need to know, and teaching you how to use those in the right situations so that you can maximize your gains given the situation that may occur. So again, in this option strategy toolkit, we're looking at option strategies that are the best for these types of sequences that we want to trade. And from there, again, you don't have to know any of the crazy exotic option strategies. We're not trying to understand all the various Greeks. We are breaking it down into the most simplistic terms so that anyone can engage these strategies, not just folks that have engaged the options markets for decades. So again, I'm breaking it down into a very simple approach that anybody can understand in order to engage options. But if you don't want to trade options, again, this entire 5-step course can still be utilized, and you will gain a significant amount by learning and understanding step 3 in the course alone. Now, once you understand which strategy you want to employ, it's time to go to execution. In execution, you will learn 5 execution techniques and how to use them to execute entries and manage positions in the market, including scaling into and scaling out of positions, according to the technique and risk exposure you choose to execute. So in our execution section here, there are two entry techniques that we will be learning. This allows you to, it gives you flexibility in entering these various opportunities from scaling in standpoints. We're also going to be looking at executing 3 different types of trade management techniques, and these techniques again offer flexibility. They give you the upper hand in the trade, and so being able to blend the entry and exit techniques together is your goal with the execution section here. Being able to skillfully work your way into a position, building a position, adding leverage as you see fit, or perhaps reducing leverage if the position doesn't perhaps work out. Being able to scale out of positions as a position moves in your favor to pay yourself along the way. All of this we will discuss in the execution section, where we will look to blend the entry and exit techniques together for each opportunity as it comes our way, and also depending on the probability of profit for the opportunities we're engaging. And after execution, the next section is documentation. And in documentation here, you will learn how to document your trades and experiences in the market, including documenting entries, exits, and trade results. Additionally, documentation allows you to review past performance so that you can identify and improve upon weaknesses while identifying and building upon strengths. Again, documentation is a very powerful component to any aspiring trader's daily regimen or weekly regimen at the very least, because it allows you to really spot those weaknesses so that you can work on them and turn them into strengths. And any strengths that you see or any tendencies, you can then reinforce those as well. And having a digital footprint of your trades and your diary and those types of things, your trading log, again allows for you to data mine your own trades in a much faster manner. So we're going to discuss all these various facets here. Again, steps 1 through 5, a powerful 5-step swing trading blueprint here that I've created with Swing Trade Pro 2.0. Each of these steps are extremely important in and of themselves, but when you combine them, when you really study each of these steps inside and out and study the material that we have covered here, you will become a well-rounded, robust trader that can handle any market that comes your way with a fearless attitude and be able to engage these markets from a proper risk management standpoint, put your risk out on the line, and allow the opportunities to pay you in the end. So again, a fantastic 5-step swing trading blueprint. Let's go ahead and get started with the course, Swing Trade Pro 2.0.